Okay. Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Leo Beckler, and today I'll be doing my presentation for our advocacy project titled The Double-Edged Sword, AI's Impact on Water. My presentation by me. So, as a topic overview for my last presentation, this topic explores the impact of artificial intelligence on water resources, focusing particularly on the water usage involved in running and cooling data centers, which are essential for AI research, model training, and cloud services. This includes AI most commonly like ChatGPT and Google Gemini and such. It also provides a critical examination of how the growth of AI could unintentionally place additional stress on global water resources, while also exploring potential solutions that leverage AI to promote sustainability. And as a recap, the working definition in this research is the definition of AI refers to the ability of computer systems to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as learning, problem solving, and decision making. As also an overview of my research from last time, I want to go over again the stakeholders in this topic and their ideologies. One of the biggest ones being the tech companies and their view of it, because they're the ones making it and making a buck off of it, obviously. Many large tech companies acknowledge the environmental impact of AI, including its water usage, and are taking steps to reduce it. However, they tend to focus on balancing sustainability with the demand for growth in AI services. I would go at this with a bit of a grain of salt because, again, they are making a buck off of it if they can get their AI to work. I think for smaller AI services that make like art and stuff that just can be made in someone's basement, I don't think they're really worried about the sustainability of it, but take that as you will. The next stakeholder is environmental NGOs and activist groups. And their view is a lot more critical, probably because, they are focused on the environment and such, so if AI has an impact against the environment, they're probably going to be pretty critical of it. Environmental organizations are often critical of the tech industry's environmental impact, including AI's water footprint. They argue that while AI may offer many solutions for environmental sustainability, it is also contributing to significant ecological costs, especially in water-scarce regions. And the last stakeholder I want to go over again is academic researchers who are more concerned about it, but they're hopeful that it can go well in the future if we give it the right attention and make the right policies for it. Researchers and consultants recognize the environmental footprint of AI, but are also optimistic about the potential for technological innovation to reduce its water consumption. Now, my argument to this whole process is this. After looking through all the research I've done, I still hold firm in my argument that AI may cause more harm than good. At the very least, as of right now, this seems to be the case. While it helps save water in some areas, the energy requirements of data centers and industrial AI activities can significantly increase the use of such resources. Cooling these systems has a tendency to require enormous quantities of water, adding to the already there demand on the entire world. Unless carefully planned and managed, the rise in AI is bound to drain water resources unintentionally. There is a need for a detailed strategy to ensure that AI will not worsen the water shortage it is meant to alleviate. I do believe that with proper policies and work, AI can be a great tool for society to utilize. However, I believe we are still far away from that goal. I'm not someone who's totally against AI. Admittedly, my view is going to be a little bit biased because I am an art student, and commonly when I see AI used, it's always to make art and take art from other artists and business, take business from artists, and it's a whole other argument I could go on. But I do believe that with proper policies, AI could become a tool for our society and less of a hindrance. Now, some of the counter-arguments to it, one of which is AI is generally credited for promoting green practices, whether it be sensor or front-end programming for finding water leaks or back-end programming for optimizing energy use. So a lot of this is if, someone who's meant to fix pipes or a dam, they can't be there all the time, so the AI would sense it for them and then tell them, and then the problem could be solved before it gets too out of hand. Another argument is one of the most powerful applications of artificial intelligence for water saving is that it can conserve water in agriculture, which is a large water-consuming industry and a vital one for producing food. AI sensors and smart irrigation systems monitor soil moisture in real time, and farmers can control water supply based on real crop needs rather than through guesswork. This particular method prevents overwatering, which might lead to water wastage, and underwatering, which could harm the crop's health. This is a very convincing one to me, while my argument is still standing as what it is. I grew up in a farming family, and I've seen the effects of underwatering and overwatering depending on the year, so I completely understand this viewpoint and argument for it. Another one is the Food and Agriculture Organization also stated that precision irrigation systems based on AI can save 20 to 40% of water used in agriculture over traditional irrigation systems. This argument was made in 2022. AI applications can also collect vast amounts of water consumption data to identify inefficiencies and areas of possible problems in real time. Through such preemptive intervention, authorities and utility companies are in a position to act before issues escalate, reducing water loss and optimizing the effective utilization of resources. Now, a couple people and or companies I found that are working towards change in the space of AI are these two. The first being Accenture. Accenture Labs launched a research collaboration with leading thinkers on data ethics to help provide guidelines for security executives and data practitioners and enable development of robust ethical controls throughout data supply chains. And considering AI is almost nothing but data, that's where the correlation comes from. Accenture is best known as a global professional services company that provides a wide range of services in strategy, consulting, digital technology, and operations. They help organizations improve performance, implementing innovative solutions, and achieve digital transformation, often focusing on technology and its implementation. So they could help companies employ AI in a more ethical and strategical way, is what I'm understanding from this. The next one is Friends of the Earth. This is the one I actually wrote my advocacy letter to. Their mission statement is to collectively ensure environmental and social justice, human dignity, and respect for human rights and people's rights so as to secure sustainable societies. And sustainable societies would include finding a sustainable way to mix AI with our society. Friends of the Earth is an environmental and social justice advocacy organization that campaigns on issues like climate change, food systems, and economic justice, working to protect the environment and promote a more equitable world. They utilize a variety of strategies, including grassroots activism, policy analysis, and lawsuits to achieve their goals. And this is my advocacy letter. It basically just says, Dear Friends of the Earth Team, hello all. My name is Leo Beckler, and I'm a college student whose English class is working on an advocacy project. I chose to do mine concerning water usage of AI. I am writing to express my appreciation for the incredible work Friends of the Earth continues to do to protect our planet and promote environmental change. Especially in a time when climate change and environmental decline are important global concerns, your advocacy, policy work, and grassroots organizing are both inspiring and essential. Your steadfast commitment to preserving biodiversity, promoting clean energy, fighting pollution, and ensuring equitable access to natural resources sets a gold standard for environmental activism. I particularly admire your work holding corporations and governments accountable and your unwavering support for communities most impacted by environmental harm. Organizations like yours give me hope to people who care deeply about the future of our planet. You remind us that change is possible through collective action, courage, and persistence. Thank you for being a powerful voice for the Earth and its people. Please keep up the great work. You have many supporters who believe in your mission and stand with you. Sincerely, me. And my advocacy for this term, I made a poster and I posted it on my Blue Sky account. I chose Blue Sky specifically because with the kind of further decline of places like Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, I felt that Blue Sky would have more people who would be willing to interact in a more positive way versus people I've seen on Twitter who kind of just react to yell about things. So I just asked what people's opinion was on AI, because I know it's a very nuanced subject now, and that was my post. And what we can do today. The simplest way to promote change in this topic is to not use AI, which is, it's pretty easy to not use it. Aside from Google, who just always uses it, or use it sparingly at the very least. Also focusing on reducing indoor and outdoor water usage. This includes fixing leaks, taking shorter showers, turning on off the tap while brushing your teeth, and using water efficient appliances. Some companies, such as WaterSense, are working to provide people with appliances that reduce water usage. WaterSense is a partnership program by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency that promotes water efficient products, homes, and practices to conserve water resources and reduce water use. It aims to make it easier for consumers to identify and choose water saving products and services. Now, obviously, like none of this is required. A lot of sustainable items and tools nowadays are fairly expensive, but honestly, just don't use AI for much, if anything. And that's probably the biggest way to help. And this is my works cited. Thank you so much for your time and watching this, and I hope you have a great day.